What's up guys, Nate Manning here, ManningGolf.com and founder of the Natural Balance Swing. That's a new one, which I'll get to at the end of the video. In today's video, I'm breaking down the one tip that changed my game forever. This one tip made everything so much simpler in golf. Before we dive in, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more helpful golf tips like this in the future. So let's get into the tip that changed my game forever. And first, we're gonna start with what not to do so we can understand why the tip is so simple. So we need to look at common golf advice, and that common golf advice is to hang the arms naturally, let the arms hang below the shoulder. And so from this position, it's going to be very hard to make a consistent swing, because now we're going to need to worry about in the backswing when to set our wrist to get the club perfectly on plane in front of the hands here. If we do it early or late, we can flip the club inside. There's so many different mistakes that we can make. The swing should feel easy and simple, not like you're playing some type of instrument. And so if we look at that advice, I have this wedge here in my hands. I'm going to hang the arms below the shoulder, and then the body's going to turn, and then we need to set our wrist, and there the club gets planed perfectly. But if we slow that down and look at what our arms did. So the golf swing is two things. Your arms are going to swing and your body's going to turn in the natural balance swing that I teach, which I'll get to later. But if we take a look at that, let's look what the arms did to get from here to there. So here's where I'm setting up, and I'm going to come up pretty much flat to the ground, and look where the club is. This wrist is cocked a little bit, and now let's look at our arms positioning here. So the club, I'll show you that this way. Here's where we're setting up. Here's where we went to. So if I come up, we're starting here, and then that initial setting of the wrist to get it on plane, where you're cocking this wrist up, goes to here. So the club is working from there to there, right? So you're setting up with your wrist cocked, you're cocking the club, and the club is going up. And this is where the tip that changed my game forever comes into play. Because now I'm going to ask you to swing your arms, right? The arms swing in the swing, right? So stand up and now swing your arms from here to here. And you can see how they just go up. The natural motion goes straight up. And that's the problem. You're going up and down, up and down. And if we just look at from there to there, we just went from here to here. And if I tell my arms to swing through those points, it goes up and down like you're chopping wood. You don't want to be a chopper. You want to be an arounder. So the problem with swinging your arms up and down is there's no stopping point, meaning there's no consistency. My arm can keep going behind my head infinitely. If I cock the wrist up and the arms keep going up, it's infinite. Where do I stop? Even if it hits the chin, oh, now I'm coming out of the shot. Now I'm gonna early extend. All these swing problems that happen. And then you get this glancing blow on the ball, because as soon as you start lifting your arms, it's gonna be impossible to stop. You're gonna have to manipulate it. You want the force of the club to be in your favor without you having to try that hard. And that's where this tip comes into play. So we're not going from here to here to get the club on plane. No, we're going to account for our arms swinging in the most consistent way in the swing. Getting our arms to do the same thing back and through every time, and that doesn't involve lifting your arms. Your arms go around the body. So if I go here, this is what we want. There, around the body, back around the body. That's the tip that changed my game. You go around your body, because that's where the consistency lies. Because from this motion up, no stopping point. But if you look at my trail arm here, it's going around the body. There's a point where it stops, and then it has to come back around the body. And I can take my trail hand here, go around my body, stop, extend through, come back, extend through, and then it starts doing the same thing every single time, because my arm's going around my body. Background, background. This is same. This up and down is going to do something different every time, and we want same, because same means we can start consistently hitting great golf shots. So trail arm around the body, and then it simply comes back around the body and hits the ball, and we get the club running into the ball in the easiest way possible. So around, back around. You get this trail arm if you're standing straight up and down, working flat around the body, and then it goes through and you extend it and release it, and then it comes back around and then you extend it and release it, and it's that same motion back, and through, where I can just sit here without turning my body and consistently hit good golf shots. And strike the ball first where I want it to go. And that's how you get your arms swinging consistently, because if you think about it, what else is happening in the swing besides your arms swinging and your body turning? There's nothing. So that's what you should be focusing on, is swinging your arms consistently instead of all the tiny things that don't matter that much. So I'm going to set up here. I'm going to swing my arms around the body, back around the body. Very simple one motion around the body instead of all these different planes. Just step up to the ball and then hit the ball. So that's the tip that changed my game forever. It works with every single club, driver, 3-wood. You make golf simple and easy. And that leads me to what I mentioned at the beginning of the video, the natural balance swing. So I just created this swing method called the natural balance swing, where you're making golf as simple as you can possibly make it. The arms swing, that's one thing that happens, and then your body turns. So you need to take a fundamental view of each thing to build your most consistent golf swing. Everyone's going to turn their body differently, and everyone's going to swing their arms differently. But there's a unique way that you do it that no one else will do it. And this, what you learn in this video, is one of those tips, getting the arms to work around the body. That's how you find the natural balance of the arms, where they're doing the same thing back and through every single time. Back and through, back and through. And so if you get your arms working in the same way every time, you're gonna have a very good chance to get the club to run into the ball very consistently, instead of manipulating the club at all the different points in the swing. And then the only other thing that you need to focus on in the swing is turning your body. So turn the body, maintaining the same relationship to the ball. Turn the body. And then the golf swing is just a combination of the two. So we turn the body, we swing the arms, we turn the body, we swing the arms, we turn the body, we swing the arms. That's it. If you found some helpful tips in this video, consider liking, commenting, and subscribing for more helpful golf tips in the future. If you're looking to get started with this natural balance swing that I'm talking about, check out my Natural Balance Essentials course in my online golf school, where I go over all the key concepts to get started with this swing. Or one of my structured programs, 30 and 60-day Natural Balance Mastery. And then I also have a senior natural balance swing for those looking to keep it even simpler. So you can learn more about the online golf school and the programs by clicking on the website on the left or the video on the right. See you in the next video.